Thoughts on index universal life? From the standpoint of an agent, I think it's a great sales opportunity. So let me explain why. I'm not commenting on our IULs good or bad. I'm just going to comment on the sales opportunity. I was actually talking to this about with my COO earlier. Um, IULs have and continue to have more attention and interest in them, I think, on an organic level than any other life insurance product, at least. I've seen more content that is consumed for index universal life by consumers, and probably to some extent agents too, but more for the consumer side than final expense, term insurance, mortgage protection, PNC, et cetera. And what does that mean and why? Well, there's obviously this higher level of interest in index universal life as a whole than other kind of mainstream typical products. What that means is that if you sell it, I would like to think that you're probably going to get some interested people more often than not who will listen to what it's about, how it works, what the pros and the cons are. So I like it just based off of that. If I had, and I'm just going to give you guys a little pro tip here. If I was, admittedly, I'm not an IUL guy. I don't know how it works. I know enough to be dangerous, but I don't know how to design a program and pitch it. But if I had a knowledge base for this stuff, I would absolutely be pumping out short content on TikTok, Instagram, maybe even some longs on YouTube. There is so much, I know it, and it bothers me because I don't know how to tap into it because I don't have the knowledge base. There's so much interest in it and leads that you could acquire, and they're some of the best in the business to get organic leads. If you just start putting content out there, guys, it would be absolutely incredible. People are already doing it, and there's a ton of it, and the volume of content is great. So I think the interest level, the demand for the content is high, which to me is the ideal situation to be in. The only other product I've seen even close to that level of interest is Medicare. By default, Medicare is a technical product, and it's one in which people do a lot of research for. So you find a lot of people on YouTube looking into it, as well as the other social platforms. So yeah, I would, man, if I was in that position, I'd be going all in on it. But yeah, I think it's a great product to sell. It's a great product to cross-sell, especially if you get into it in front of term clients and cross-sell IULs, whether it's up front or at a future position. As a client, I don't know. I know the concept is great. You know, make a return on your income, and there's a floor to what you could lose, or you don't lose anything from a cash value standpoint, and you get to retire by taking draws out of it. So it's a tax advantage. So I think there's some appeal to it to a segment of the population. So I think it's a great thing to sell.